Parish, and we saw that just a moment ago. Alicia Roman is with us in the Storm Center. She has been tracking all of these storms this morning, and she has more on all this for us. Alicia?
Absolutely, David. Watch this storm make landfall this morning as it moved right into Terrebonne Bay, right around the just the central portion of Louisiana this morning. Here is what we're looking at right around the town of Cocodrie. That's where this storm had made landfall as a very strong Category 2 storm. Winds at 110 miles per hour, and as we take a look at the forecast path, it will weaken by the time it gets to Lafayette, and then it will kind of move toward the north and west, and it's moving northwest right now at 13 miles per hour.
Now they said, well, they're not blowing around that hard. It's not that bad. Don't be fooled, because this hurricane comes through, and it's the gusts of wind sometimes that just rip the roof off. And there's a gust right there. And so people need to be concerned.
And these gusts, by the way, women inside there, I'll tell you what, there's some serious gusts. They hurt. They hit almost like sandpaper.
We were holding on to each other at one point.
Exactly. And the reality is that people were talking about earlier, what if this thing turns out to be not as big a deal as people were predicting? I mean, I think the reality is that it's a smart idea to get people out of the way of this thing, because what was predicted was bad.
And this is the hardest thing. People, if it doesn't turn out to be a Category 5, which nobody wanted, and then they see that it was a 2, and they make their way home and they see some downed limbs and they see some power lines down, but they don't see homes destroyed, they say to themselves, the next time that they're going to have it, if they all cried wolf, I'm not leaving. And that's when something bad happens. You know, it is a hassle to evacuate. It's difficult, but you need to do it. The folks at the National Hurricane Center, when they start talking about the predictions and the local authorities say time to evacuate, you got to listen, because, you know, you can't make a decision right now to leave if the hurricane was stronger.
Okay, but we don't know the reality of how this thing is. We do know that it's down to a Category 2. We don't know how it's going to behave from here on in. So the bottom line is hunker down if you're in the line of this storm is the bottom line. Hoda and Kathy Lee, and we're going to stay out of the way. Don't worry about us. We've got a safe place to go. So anyway, back to you for now. Any questions?
No, that's it.
How soon are you going to get there? And that's our question.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Be safe. And I think the thing